Hello. Oh, clicked the wrong button. Jesus. Just spent a little while AFKing at my mob farm in an attempt to get lots of string, which I'm going to need for a project soon. So I'll just shut this thing off. Been AFKing for a few hours, so I might as well go and have a look at the results. Ow. So what I'm looking for is string, which obviously this farm isn't ideal for. But, you know, it's a little bit of string, so it's not that bad. Look, it could be worse. It could be much, much worse. Anyway, so turn this into wool real quick, and then we'll put this into the wool stocks, which is one of these ones, that one there. Put the leftover string in here. Right. So since yesterday, obviously yesterday we built the majority of a Guardian farm, and pretty much today I've spent part of the day just finishing it off, because I mean it was pretty well close to finished when we were putting it together yesterday. So I figured I'll just put the roof and shit on it and put all the soft sand in and get it actually functional, and set up a pretty basic storage setup, which is getting there. So what we're going to do today, let's turn the sound off to start with, is we're going to make this a bit more sophisticated under here with some sort of auto sorter, I think. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, so we need to go grab some supplies. Where's those fucking shulkers over here? So I don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. We'll just hold on to those two. That'll be fine. Oh. Turn the sound back on. When we're not near the fucking incredibly loud farm. What are these? These are the other ones. So I did find that in this chest here, I've got a fucking lot of black stained glass, which I guess I can put into this box. And then what we're going to do is grab black dye, name it that, or not name it, but call it that, and put it in there. I'm going to leave that because I don't really have much of that, so there's no point in putting that in there, but I can put that in there. There we go. That cleans that up. Alright, and then this shit. So this one has got sand in it. What we'll do is we'll take the rest of this out and we'll just dump it in here so that that chest is now full. And then put the rest in there. Fuck. Ah, okay. I didn't realize that wasn't the same box. Okay, that's good. Alright, then we've got these two. So string, that shit, that one, that one. Oh, that can go stay in there. That stuff. The rest of that can stay there. All this shit goes into this one. Like that. Flint and steel can go on this one. Buckets of water. I guess can go down here because I got no use for them. Obsidian, soul sand, cobblestone, all this random shit, I guess. Lapis can go into the 2B. There you go. The steps are right there. Fortune, smelt. Couldn't be any clearer than that. Cobblestone. Oh, cobblestone. Okay, cobblestone. Oh, I missed a few ores. That's black stone. We got regular stone is up there. Fences. I found out that I had an ice chest the other day. Fucking, there you go. Obsidian, which is in that one. And then we've got nether stuff. I have fucking... What is that? Chiseled blackstone. Or chiseled polished blackstone. More shit for that one. There we go. So that empties these. No, it doesn't. I'm gonna get rid of all that. I believe that other one was empty. Yep. We actually can keep these. Probably just keep the one here because we're gonna have to fill it with supplies for the auto smelter. I'm lazy. I'm just gonna burn all this because I think I can use it as fuel. Yep. And then we got this box. Can have that shit. And that. Whatever. Those ink sacs. Conduit. I think I'm just going to sit it on the fucking ceiling again like I used to. I had no... When I originally made one with no intention of using it, and then so I'm like, fuck it, I'll just put it on the ceiling. Why not, right? And then all of a sudden I decided to dig out a fucking... a thingy. Right. Bottles can go... over here. Boots. With the fur. Alright. All of these statues, stands are wearing fucking boots. Great. Which means I'm going to have to put them over in the cupboard. What a weird fucking name for that. Anyway, doesn't matter. Oh. Okay. So, I'm going to need lots of hoppers. I'm going to need lots of that. I'm going to need a lot of that. I'm going to need lots of them. I'm going to need some of them. And I'm going to need... That's it. But I'm going to need a lot more of that shit. So, we're going to grab... that many of them, a handful of them. Going to turn all of them into planks, just because I can, and then turn them all into chests. Right, so we got a heap of them. Do I have iron blocks in here? I do. Just take all of them because fuck it. The plan is to not make it a super big one. Is this the version with the crafter in it? 121.4? Or is it 122 it's supposed to be released? What does it say? It says... It is in that. So how do I craft one then? Drop a crafting table redstone. Let's see. Why is there redstone in there? Anyway. Crafting table. Dropper. Oh, it is in the game. I like the recipe for it. What's that? Oh, bundles. Bundles are in the game. Auto crafter, eh? Interesting. To be honest, I'm not gonna need lots of fucking... I don't think I'm gonna need an auto crafter in my Guardian farm. It's not like I'm ever gonna use these blocks ever again. You know what I mean? Whoops. Ah, fuck it. I can stand there. There's plenty of that shit to go around. That is a random shulker box. I'm just going to put that next to that random blast furnace there. Alright. So we'll head back to the... I need to grab some more rockets. I'm nearly out of level 3 rockets, which is good because I'm fucking sick of them. At least with the level 1 ones, I can just burn like 100 of them to get really high up the sky if I need to travel anywhere. Although the Flight 3 ones are pretty good for travelling long distance, I guess. Because you can go pretty far up. I also should probably fill this thing with fucking light. So dudes don't come in here. Anyway. Although... I think I'm going to turn this into an entrance down to that level. It means copper bulbs are in this version as well. They're really cool. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're not in it for the bulbs, we're in it for the fucking farmable goods. And then... what, one more over? I guess, and then we go this way. Thing is, I don't really know how big I want this room to be. I mean, I know it's going to have to be reasonably big for the actual auto sorter to sit in it. I guess it depends on where I set the auto sorter up. What I'll probably do is just sink it into this wall. I think. I don't know how much further I need to go out, to be honest, but I will cover this up. guess what I need to do is actually set down my blocks here. I didn't bring a crafting table. What a fucking stupid idea. Yeah, go and craft something without a fucking crafter, you moron. I think there was actually one just sitting outside the door there, but you know what? Doesn't matter. Go get another one. What's another fucking crafting table, eh? Somebody's gonna get really pissed off that I've left the side wall open of the tunnel. But luckily for me, not enough people play on the server to really really angry about that or something. I don't know. Not sure where I was going with that, but anyway. Oh, okay, this fucking spider is like, nah, commit. And dies. Nice work, fella. Oh, he didn't. What? Anyway, back to it. Oh. That's going to be really awkward when I go through that portal. I think I really need to light this fucking place up. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to open the resource pack folder. Like this. We're going to go to vanillatweaks.net, and I know that because they have some pretty basic utility things we can get. Utility, mob spawn indicator, download. I should have picked the other one. Download, there we go. Let's go spawn. Anything else that I might need from a... Where's the... Wait a minute. Utility. Turn that off. Fulbright. Cool. And then the other thing I'm going to grab is, while I'm here, the fun ones. What was that? Oh. This was funny. Oh, I clicked the wrong button again. You dumb fuckhead. Go back. I'm going to call this meme. Boom. Right, that's now that done. So now we go to File Explorer, which is there. We go to Downloads, Meme, Fulbright, Mob Spawn Indicator, and we copy into this folder, that one. And by copy, I mean paste. Perfect. Got these three. So now I can click this button. This one should put a bunch of X's everywhere. It probably only does it at night time. but it's not working. Oh, fuck it. We'll leave it on anyway. All right, crafting table. Here we go. Not sure what I need a crafting table for, but that doesn't matter. All right, so we're going to... Fuck. I've got chests right here, so we'll just do this for the time being, and we will take all the shit out of this one, and that one. Dump it all into this. And then we're going to do the same for this. And this one. And these ones. Where'd those blocks come from? Oh. Okay, so I've got those hoppers and those chests and that chest there, I guess, acting as a buffer. That's okay. Because there's a pretty good chance this farm will produce... Well, I don't know if it will produce enough at a rate that would be enough to actually force the... But that's okay, I could have two separate divisions here. So let's put the chests here. Let's do 4 going this... 4? How many do I need? Shards, crystals, shards, crystals, and fish. Well, if we do 2 for each, 2 rows for each, 1 for fish, and then we'll, I suppose we can do... Yeah, right, okay. Not sure what that fucking X is supposed to mean, but anyway. At least the yellow one. Yeah, I believe I'm going to need a bit more space back here. So I guess we'll just dig out a bit more. I don't need 2 because it's only a single... Shit, okay. Let's... just fucking expose all of this. Right. And then we're gonna go... We're going to do 3 for each, or 1 for each. So where's the center? So the center is here, so we want this chest being somewhere there. That's 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 there, like that. Cool. So they're going into there. So these are going to have 2 separate ones. So what I need to do is remember how to build a fucking sorter. Now I believe what I have to do is one of these things. And then I need a... one of these walls. Right? Yep. Okay. Now I believe I then need to do... I need 6 comparators. I don't have 6 comparators. Believe I got to do that. And then I don't need this anymore. Pretty sure. Because then we get another row of... This shouldn't drop. It does. I think it's because there's got to be a block here, right? Which blocks this hopper from doing anything. Yeah. So that just dumped in there. That's fine. So technically I can get rid of all these ones. Radio. Just so I can get up.
Run.
Oh, it's a fucking ad, isn't it? Of course it's an ad. Hello. Mr. Radcall. Thank you very much for the raid. How was the end of your stream?
Hello there.
Koki, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. How are you? I need more of them. Fuck. We are building a fucking an auto sorter. Except I'm trying to remember how to build an auto sorter. This is going great. Right, so comparators require redstone. They require torches. Sure. They require quartz. Sticks. And I think it's stone. I don't remember. I'm sure the game will tell me how to do it. I'm holding torches. Oh. It's just regular stone. Okay, there you go. Where'd the other one go? Anyway, I just made cocktails, chat, and dinner, and I introduced everybody to the kittens. Yep. And eat dinner. Enjoy dinner. Turns out I didn't need all of the redstone that I actually grabbed. I already had all the shit I needed. Anyway, fuck. That can go in there for later use. Great bloke, bit of a cunt. I couldn't. That's about as true as it gets, I think. So there you go. The POV is making me dizzy. See ya. Well, cheers for coming in with the raid. Have a good one. Ow. Right. Oh, and that's why I had the sound turned off. Right. I'm going to need those things. Don't need them anymore. Right. So I believe these sit here. No, they don't. They sit the other way. Oh. Also, it's too fucking hot. Sure. Sure. Whatever you say. It's not that hot. Okay. And then... Oh, okay. I think I got it. Yep. Right, and then the other thing we can do is place more chests here. Share the heat, please. If I could blow it, but it won't go very far. Right. Now, this is the fun part. Remembering how to do this bit. Because I'm pretty sure all you have to do now is this. I think. And then we can fuck these bits off. Just so we can see that it's separated. And also these ones. Like that. Right. I think that's right. Well, there's one way to find out. To put all this shit away. Oh, leave that in there. That's fine. That can... Fine. Right. So we want to grab all of them. And we want to put them in the first ones. So we'll just dump some of them in there. We'll need a block that is obviously different, which is going to be... I guess I have bulk fucking stone, so we can use that. Hey, there we go. Nice. Except I'm actually stupid and the fucking hoppers aren't facing the right... Oh, I suppose it doesn't matter. Are they on the same level? No, it's not. So that's good. So now what we can do... Now these are cool because they're tileable. As in you can place them right next to each other and it won't have a problem. Right, so now all we have to do is set the rest of the filters. Which is going to require 2 of those. 2 of them. And then we put 1 stack in there, and then 4 there. And then this one, we put 1 stack in there, and 4 in there. And then we go back this way and do the same thing. Like that. Now that should be all set. 41, 41, 41, 41, 41, and surprise, surprise, 41. Just gonna clear up the rest of this room here. Right. And then my fucking finger's really sore for no reason, which is not great. But it's something we're going to have to deal with. And by we, I mean only me. Right. So we'll come here and we'll put a block there and a block there. And then we'll go, I have no hoppers. I have also no hoppers. That's great. Let's turn the rest of those into hoppers. Boom. And then we do that. 1, 2, 3. And then we come along here and we go... Apparently not. We go up here and we go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So now... I don't know why the fucking Twitch manager page just keeps flashing purple. It's like nothing's actually happening. But it's just flashing. So they should stay off. We should only see these things pour into here. And it appears to be working. So now what we can do is add the bulk storage sections. Which is basically just going to be a fucking... a big fucking deep setup we got going on here. Right, and then what we're going to do is place... a fuckload more of these in a downward spot, in a downward fucking downward. In a downward. Yeah, okay. Good work. Like this. And then fill the hoppers in. So that should just start eventually when these little... what the fuck? These little fuckers start dying up there. Which they don't really do when you're down here. Their items should pile into these boxes. Based on which side of the killing floor they land on. So we're going to add a lot more. Just for... in case, you know, I want to AFK for several hours and I run out of space. We would like to not run out of space, so Better dig this out some more. Grab this fucking coal while I'm here because I keep looking at it thinking I'm going to need to mine that even though I don't need coal at all. Never have... well, hang on. Don't have a need for coal is what I'm trying to say here. Anyway. Okay. Oh. Now, if I'm honest, this is probably going to be enough storage. So what really needs to happen now is I need to unshittyify the room. Because as you can see, it looks like shit, right? We want to make it look presentable. Oh, that's too many hoppers. Alright, that's a fucking lot of hoppers. So, rest in peace server performance, I guess. But if I'm being completely honest, there's not enough people for the server to be really affected. At least not on a large scale, so. Plus, that only happens if somebody is loading this area, which, to be honest, is probably only going to be me. So, it's not going to be a big deal. Oh. I'm not really sure how I want to do this. I'm thinking about maybe some sort of... Well, I think first things first is I need to get all this shit out of here and into the appropriate box. Clear out some of the space. Why is it this shift fucking double clicking working? What the fuck? Something's broken. Game's being shit. Alright. Break the chest so I know that they're empty. Crystals, crystals, shards. Shards. More shards. Okay, break all them. And completely... Oh, I think I picked them up. I got them. Right, more fish. More shards. More crystals. Boom. Right, there we go. So I can pick that back up. Take this with me. So I could just do a fucking staircase that goes down. Kind of like here-ish. Like that, maybe. But then have like a sort of viewing kind of platformy type thing. Like chop this wall away or something like that. Chop this out of the way. Maybe? I don't know. And then do something like this. We'll probably have to, probably going to want to wall that off in the back there. This guy's fucking driving me nuts. I'm just going to fucking put him out of his misery. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that was weird. That block didn't want to place. Okay. So I think that's probably what we'll do. So, or you know what? Better idea. We'll do this. We'll put a platform here, and we'll have ladders that come down. To access the lower level there, like that. Because at least that way, I can set it up as a level. If I need to have more boxes, I could bring it lower down and make this as deep as I want. I think I'll just do that. Ow. Okay, that works. Right. So I need to remember that there's a creeper on the other side of that portal. Go this way, back to the house and dump some shit. And then we'll grab some materials and we'll build something. Well, we'll build a fucking enclosure or something around that to enclose it all off. Ow. Right. Okay, we can turn the sound back on now because there's not much fucking weird noises happening. Chests, that one. Where's that box of random shit? Grab the redstone stuff out of there, which is just those two. Excellent. Grab all the stone, grab all the crap. Didn't I just... whatever. I thought I just had the prismarine in my hand. I guess not. Stone. Good. Smooth stone. The only problem with this storage system is it's really difficult to reach the top chests. I mean, I can reach them, but they're so fucking high up. It's just kind of a pain in the ass, but, you know, that's what happens when you design shit in a certain way. Anyway... Right, so we've got granite, andesite, and diorite, and then this shit, and then this random crap, that one, and these things. Okay, so what am I going to need? I'm going to need... I think strip logs of these logs, I think that'll work. I'm thinking probably a handful of the prismarine. So we just get 4 stacks of that. And then somewhere in here there's a bunch of bricks. So I'll get 4 stacks of these. Just because I don't know. Oh, I think I've actually got the bricks and stuff over there, but that doesn't matter. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Who gives a fuck? Grab a couple of those as well. Why not? Some of them. I don't know why I picked the crafting table up. I'm going to need that if I'm working with that shit. We're going to need some kind of fence. So spruce fence will do. And we're going to need some ladders. Excellent. One day they'll make different ladders for the different coloured wood. Probably not. You can go back now. Gotta remember to turn the sound off again because it's fucking loud. KO these two fuckers. Okay, excellent. Right. I didn't bring any types of stairs. That's okay. So, what we'll do is we'll do something like this. Maybe what we'll do is we'll place I think what we'll do is we'll line underneath here with the bricks. Kind of like that. Obviously this is going to be ladders, but I think we'll put the color changing prismarine here. In this sort of shape, and then what we'll do here whoops fuck, like that, then strip it. I think it looked better as not stripped, but whatever. This stuff here, oh, that's supposed to be this. Fuck. That one there. Ladders, there we go. So we can get into there, nice. Roll up here, cool. So, whoops, I just dropped one of them, that's fine. Right, so this one here is probably going to be some kind of pillory like thing, so I think I'm going to prefer it like this, to be honest. I might even just leave this completely open and not have like a fucking kind of backgroundy type thing going on. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn it. I suppose I'm not really using that, but anyway. So we'll try and mimic this on this side as well. So 3 there, then we get rid of these ones, we put the bricks, then we do this one. That's 4. 4, and then bricks. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 bricks. And then 1, 2, 3. 3. 4, and then bricks. Just for the sake of mobs not spawning in that tunnel, I'm going to put a light there. Even though I'm going to cover that up. Kind of like that. Now, what I was going to do is do sort of this sort of thing here, but I can't because there's obviously the beacons are there. I mean, I could always move the beacons, but I don't really want to. But it's just going to be a pain in the ass. So I'll do something like this. And then just fill it in with this. Oops. And then I think we'll border the whole room. Fuck, run out of there. Fucking creeper. Great. Oh, looks like he's coming through the portal. So there'll be 2 creepers on the other side of the fucking portal. That's great. Actually, not really. Oh, and there's a... Oh, the spider managed to get through. Okay. You know, I turned the fucking spawn indicator thing on, but then I never really did anything about it. Anyway. The fuck? The fuck? Okay. I just had a thought. I'm going to put these lights in these walls. That is stone, not prismarine bricks. Alright. Also going to line the edges with the bricks as well. It's like a very bricky. At least in this section. Okay, and then I'll just go across here like this with this bit. So then that kind of completes that kind of look. That is the wrong fucking block. I'm gonna just fill the room in, at least the bits around. Like this. Did that do the thing? He did. I don't think it waited very long though. Might have to change that actually. Where is it? System. Nope. What? What even is it under? Ah, it's set group system. Here we go. Yeah, this one here is set group system. Yeah. What the fuck? System. There we go. So now they're all in there. Right. This one here says delay for 2500, which is 2.5 seconds. I need to delay it for, I don't know, 10,000. Boom. And then that should be better off for next time. Right. Anyway. And it's more fucking sand. Great. That's what I wanted. It's obviously not going to be a perfect fucking room because, well, there's still a lot you can see. But it's what we got. And there's not much I can really cover as per se. But I can effectively turn what I would have up here as the roof into the roof. So we're doing that. And then this back here, this was going to be like this anyway, so. I was going to do something with these side rooms, but I'm like, I don't know, if I'm going to keep doing this sort of fucking shape around it, I don't really need to do that sort of thing, I guess. Was my theory. So I'm just going to put the old sand back in these spots just to kind of cover that extra, those bits up. Should be right to be able to put sand back in these spots. Just covers all that up for the time being. Till I work out what I actually want to do. Okay, okay, I've fucking run out of sand, of course I have. Right, well. There's that bit. Might just turn this into a two-way corridor, to be honest. I just do like something like this. And then another thing of wood. Maybe I have it so it's pushed in like that. No, we can't. We're not going to do that. I'm going to just fucking leave it as it is like that. Fuck. Okay. I don't have that crafting table anymore, do I? Yes, I do. Hey, I got the dark prismarine as well I can use. Maybe we'll use it for stairs. Put one of them in the middle of that fucking pillar, I guess. Why not? Let's just do one of these again. Uh, uh-huh. And then one of them. Followed by that, I guess. Sure. Something like that. I think we're just going to extend that out. Bring this across like that, and then fill this in. There we go. And then this one here. Oh, rest in peace. Connect that up. Connect that up. Chop all that out. And fill this in. Nice. And then as for the lights, we'll just put them in these corners. Cool. I think that's pretty good. I like that. All right, I'm going to have a quick break and go make a cup of tea. I will be back in a few minutes. Alrighty. Get rid of this stubby cooler. It's just kind of in the way. Dunk this tea bag into the bin, and then we'll get into it again. Bin. Right. So I would say that is a success. Jesus Christ, that was a fucking handful to say. All right. Do something like that, and then what we'll do is we'll just unbury all this section, and we'll fill that in with the dark stuff. Right, and then I guess we're gonna continue this. Fuck. Up. Till we get to here. Because I think I can put the roof in that level there. So that's going to have to be a block. That's going to have to be a block. Kind of like that. I think. I guess we could probably give that a go. So that's going to go there. And there. And there. Okay. And then like that. Okay, like that. Perfect. I think, I don't know. It's kind of not the same level, is it? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It is the same. Okay, so that means I need to come up one more with the stairs on this side. Like that. There we go. And then that one. And then in here, that's when we put that, like that. Perfect. Get rid of that one, and we'll get rid of that one, and we'll put the lanterns in there. Excellent. Right, and then over here, we need to put... That's not the right one. We need that one, and we need those two, and that one. And that one. And because I'm fucking lazy, what we'll probably end up doing is just doing one of these. Covering that bitch up. Boom, like that. And then this ceiling will be at this height, I think. Well, at least it'll be blocked off so you can't see what's going on over here. But we're going to have to finish that off. And block that off. Round that. And then we'll do the old bricks there. Regular prismarine there. Do the bricks again. And again. And like this. Excellent. They've got to go up one more level, like that. Like that. And might also just fucking level that off there, like that. Then we can come around the other side. Put a block there. Block there, block there, block there, and there. Perfect. Look at that. All completely sealed in. You'd have no idea that there was anything there unless you walked around this way. Cool. And I might even, just for good measure, just put that there. Just so it gives it a bit more depth. Alright. So these chests are completely pointless. What have we got in here? We got extra... no, I thought it crashed for a second there. What's in this one? Prismarine, other bits. Alright. So I've got some leftover sand and some stone. We will just cover these random spots up for the time being, till I know what I want to do with this section. Cool, and there we go. Now that farm is effectively completed. So that's cool. So what we'll do is we'll get rid of all the extra shit, and we'll start thinking about how the rest of the building's going to come together. At least the exterior, just to block it all in so that mobs don't get in there. Okay. Sand, stone, 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 and then ladders and fences and logs. This isn't the most efficient storage system because half the stone blocks are on this side and the other half are on that side. Not a very practical setup, but whatever. It is what it is. And it's too fucking late to change it. Well, it's not too late, I'm just too fucking lazy to do it. Right. So. The last stack of Flight Duration 3 rockets is upon us. Ooh. Let's have a look here. Oh. So I'm thinking about continuing this pattern pretty much the whole way around. I think is the kind of is the plan for now, because I haven't really got any other sort of idea. 2, 3, 4. Was it 5? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why did I jump off like that? A bit weird. Anyway. Like that. One. What the hell am I doing? Oops. That one. Like that. Is that 2? That's 2 wide. And then a round hole for that one. And then, oh. And then it's prismarine on the outside. Because this wall is different to the side walls. Wait, what? Is that... Oh, I guess I could do it like that. That at least looks more even, I think. Then you end up with this here. Yeah, I think that works better than what I did before. Let's go and fix the other side up then. Fuck that block off. Right, so this wall comes down. That goes there. That one, and then that goes up there. That one, and that one goes there, and then this is the same. There we go. Light, light. Okay. So block, that one, block, that one. Nope, not that one. This one. And then block, that one, nope. It's like I just figured out the method and then I fucked it immediately. There we go. Then we gotta sort this fucking mob situation out. Which, I don't know why these little cross things aren't working. Why aren't they working? Fuck it. I'm just gonna have to go around and just fucking light shit up. I guess. Okay. Well, I've accidentally made it even. Well, I guess it is even because I built a 2x2 fucking barrel in the middle. So that explains the even. I've just gone and fucked it up with the front though because I put a portal there instead. Right. I'm going to go back to the house and get a bunch of torches. The game is still muted. There we go. Torches. This is probably well more than I need, but it's okay. What does the clock say? It's halfway night, midnight. Halfway night? That little fucker did blow up. Bastard. There's probably a more optimal way of doing this, but I mean, this system has always worked, so. Fuck. Bitch. That one. Okay. I think that's okay, right? Where's the light section? Light, 15, block. What? Oh, there, block. Are you fucking kidding me? Again? Seriously? Oh, fuck's sake. How much of a pain in the ass this is to fix? I have to go all the way back to the fucking house to pick up some fucking shit. That's fucked, dude. You little bastard. Fucking creepers. Okay. Well, that was bound to happen, I guess. Ah, shit. While I'm at it, I might actually kill the two creepers in the fucking nether portal. Just in case I go through one day forgetting that they were there. And just destroy everything. Probably best for everybody if I do that. Right, so I'm gonna need some sand because some fuckhead decided to blow shit up. Whoops. And some of that shit. Swear to God, if that's not enough, I'm gonna be quite annoyed. Right. There we go. Gotta be careful not to hit the pigman that's just sitting on the thing. The Minecrafting for the sky, yes. Today is Minecraft Day. That's not in fucking actual holiday. It's what I'm doing today. How are you going, Imperix? I have to read that every single time because I forget. My bad. Oh. Right, now I gotta get this. This fucking hole and this hole. There we go. Lab, ESO, PSC, PvP. It got so bad in the end. Oh dear, that's no good. I wonder how the live test for the new PvP change is going to go. I think that'll be interesting. Just have to wait and see. Yeah, I guess that's it. That's the that's the play, I guess. Is that a fucking hole? No, there's a random piece of glass on the outside of that wall. That's an interesting predicament. There we go. Great. Well, that's basically the gist of that project. Pretty much. I don't really feel like building the rest of it, and what I mean by that is the walls and shit. Nice aquarium. This is my guardian farm, but I guess you could call it an aquarium. It is a big tank of water, I suppose. And so I've spent the last little while draining all the water out of this ocean monument, completely removing the monument, and then I decided to build this style farm on top. So basically the guardians here, they spawn inside of the water box. The little bubbles there will force them up to the top. And then there's some flowing water that funnels the guardians into a hole in the middle. And they fall down the hole and then die on a campfire, and then I get all the goodies. Is it full creative mode? Oh, I love that mode. Creative mode's good. This is a survival server. So there's no creative mode on this particular server. But there's no reason why you can't jump onto another world to test things in creative. I decided to do this completely in survival without any fucking testing. So, anyway, I definitely didn't briefly follow a tutorial, but we'll save that for a later day. Why are you over there? Might need to make the walls on the roof a little taller. They fucking hurt. Even with full armor. Well, I guess technically I'm not wearing a chest plate, but anyway. That is a problem for another day. Alright. So I think my next project, I'm so used to the old PC version of Minecraft that you could just download it. It's all different now. Well, I guess technically you can still download it. It's definitely different than it used to be back in the day. Whether that is a change good for the better, or I don't know. There are definitely some things that they've made that are actually pretty good, and obviously some things that people would prefer if they were a different way. But you get that with basically every game. My favorite example of that is with Destiny. They have the two sandboxes, one for the PvP and one for the PvE, but like the sandboxes are separated, but for some reason they decide to, if a gun gets really overpowered in PvP, they nerf it across the board, so it becomes really shit in PvE, and people just fucking go bananas over that, including myself. But anyway, so Minecraft refreshes your mind so much. I miss it. Yeah, it's good to jump back in every now and again. I tend to get caught in the old traditional 3-week cycle, where every year you play this for 3 weeks, and you do nothing else, just this for 3 weeks, and then come the end of the 3 weeks, you fucking had enough of it. You couldn't close the game fast enough, you know. I don't really want the radar on. Fuck. Or something. Anyway. What's this shit? Render radar over frame. Playlist. Anyway. Cool. Right, so the next project we're going to take on is, I was exploring earlier and I collected some of these bee nests. Now, I was a little bit fucking quick to jump on them. I didn't grab as many bees as I would have liked, but each one of these has one bee in it, so that's okay. Which means we should be able to breed them and make a significant farm, except I have no idea how to do bee farming, so I'm gonna have a quick look at a little fucking something or other. Oh, that's my own stream. Okay, let's not go that. I don't think I asked where you're from. I noticed your ping is really good on ESO. Are you American? No, I'm from Australia. I don't know if you can see, but the tags on the channel, I think the first one's Australia. But that's all right. Nobody ever looks at those anyway. So I'm from Australia. So my ping sits at about 200 or 240, and then it bounces around based on, well, typical internet traffic related things. Just noticed, yeah. That's the same response everybody has when I tell them that it's written right there, brother. Oh well. Sam, I use exit lag. I don't know what that is. Best design. How do I... VPN gaming. Oh, okay. I don't really bother with a VPN. The Minecraft wiki. Let's go to B. Right. That's not... What am I fucking looking for? Breeding. Except open eye blossom. What the fuck's an eye blossom? Oh, pale garden. Okay. They enter love mode and pair with. Okay, cool. 500. 5 minutes. Breed. Babies take 20 minutes. One in-game to grow up. Growth of thingos can be increased. Housing. Bees live together in colonies and take any bee nest or beehive that has enough space for it. How do you make a beehive? Honeycomb. Honeycomb is obtained with shears and bee nests and beehives. Right. So, what I need to do is, I guess, make a glass house or something. Fuck. Right, we're gonna get rid of this fucking extra. What is this? That is an empty box. What do I have? I've got granite. I don't want the granite. Fuck off. And the andesite. And the sand. Sand can piss off too. Alright. That is garbage. Nope. Wrong box. This one. Right. I think I'm gonna get some fucking spruce logs out. Get a handful of them. We'll use, I believe we have the new, tough bricks. These look really fucking good. I like these. They have a really cartoony like texture to them. Oh. Hang on. Got like the really cartoony brick style texture, which is kind of interesting. And I guess I'm gonna need glass. Realistically, I probably want normal glass. I think I got a heap of it smelting over here. Oh, or it's probably still smelting. Oh no, it's not smelting anymore. Okay, so I think I'm gonna turn this many of it into panes, and we'll probably use panes over. Okay, that makes an even number of panes. Put that in there, and we'll use panes instead of blocks. And I guess we'll... Now we'll go to sleep first, just so it's daytime, so I can see what the fuck I'm doing. I'm also going to actually... did I turn off that resource? I did. Shut up, cat. Right. Oh. Getting caught in my fucking side table. Alright. So, I think we're going to put it... I think we can put it here, actually. So if I just sort of... just chop this back. Just expose all this out. More of this fucking mycelium shit that I don't really like. Just because it's kind of annoying. We'll kind of go to here, I think. And then just clear this up, all this stone. Ooh, got the fucking beacon going. Right. So we'll probably have the stairway sort of come up. I actually want the grass blocks. They're probably more important than the mycelium, to be honest. Kind of do a kind of something like this, maybe. We'll figure it out. And I think the staircase will come up here, and we'll sort of do a kind of like this. Place those down. We're gonna do like a kind of like a actually. That's right. Is that in the right spot? Yeah, fuck it. Right, something like that. Might do it there. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just do it like... Nah, fuck it. I will do it there. Do 5. Two of those, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Yeah, 5. We'll do like a... something like that. I don't know. And that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'll just fucking get rid of this. This could just be this one. Well, that works out to be 5 anyway, so that one, that one. It's a very odd looking greenhouse, I must say. Considering that there's like no space for windows, I should have been out of glass. I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway. Don't really want that there anymore. Fuck. I don't know. Right, I don't actually want any of this fucking dirt. I'm keeping the grass because it's fucking hard to get on on an island like this. Ooh, fuck. That's gonna have to be by them, and then like this. I think. Fuck. Not sure what I'm going to do with this. This is kind of a weird shape. Kind of how that is also a weird shape. Like, why is that? I guess it's a corner. So I overmade glass. I definitely didn't need that many pieces, but whatever. I think we're just gonna... I don't think it's really that important what happens on this wall, because the majority of the windows are visible out of anyway. Okay, so now the next step is to just place a lid on all these blocks. I'm gonna have tall ceilings because I want the bees to kind of, you know, have a bit of flying space. Not that I don't know if it really makes any difference, but you know, it's a thought. Right. Okay. And then... Oh, I missed one up there. Yeah, I don't have any more logs. I should get more logs. Right. Logs. There we go. If I can heat more of them. Ow. Right. Now, it's kind of like a boxy type shape. So the roof will be an interesting shape. That is for sure. So, the other thing I'm going to do is actually dig out all of this grass. Well, sorry, say grass, I meant mycelium. And we're going to replace it all with this, well, not replace it, but replace the level of the bricks with this other brick so that the mycelium doesn't pass through and grow onto the grass I'm going to put in here. Now, obviously, it shouldn't when it's actually ready and the grass is growing, but just a heads up, just in case, you know. Weird shit can always happen. Oh god, kind of like when you forget that you got a haste beacon literally 2 blocks away, and then shit like that happens. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Broke one too many blocks there. So this is going to be a like an airlock setup. So some doors here and some doors here, just so that just in case the bees want to get out, they can't because it's fucking airlock. Makes it a little bit trickier for them to get out. Start planting that. Now I'm pretty sure that all that dirt and shit that I just threw down here is gone now. Okay. Right, I need to fucking work out this roof. Don't think I'm gonna need them. I'm thinking deep slate tile. That's cobbled. Yeah, deep slate tiles. If I'm gonna need that many. Oh, this fucking cushion is just falling away. Piece of shit. Alright. Slabs, I guess. We'll make a handful more slabs. Fuck it, we'll make them all into slabs. And we'll just do a slanted roof, I think. Nothing too fancy. Mostly because I can't really do fancy roofs. I'm not very good. Right, so... Get like some kind of basic-y looking kind of typical slant shape fucking thing. Oops. Oops. I will be cutting this section of the mountain back a bit further. So we can get, you know, some sort of purpose for these windows that I kind of have no purpose at the moment. But for now, just gotta assemble the building and then just form the terrain around it. Oh. Now I'm pretty sure I did this, right? Except I think, where did I stop when I got to this end? Where it finishes at the edge of the wood. So like that.
Play.
Well, we will be right back. Anyway, that was an interesting disturbance. Right, where were we? Placing a silly amount of tiles. Alright, so we'll hang that one over. They're not, oh wait, I want the fucking slabs. There we go. we'll hang that one over as well. Like that. What happens if I do this? Oh yeah, I can kind of get a... Yeah, that works. Well, this is an interesting ordeal. I've unintentionally come up with a shit roof design. Fuck. I guess we're just gonna have to blend all of this in. Oops. Oh, wait, no, that doesn't need to be there. Fucking, this is gonna be a shite roof. What the fuck? It's gonna be the shittest roof you've ever seen. Holy fuck. Why did I build this fucking building this shape? What a stupid idea. I'm not going back, I'm committed. Oops. The fuck am I gonna join them together? I guess we bring this one over. Yeah, that's at a different height, so I need to bring this side, oh, this edge over. And then I need like one of them. Yikes. What a horrendous fucking... Jesus. Fuck it. To add to the horrendousness, I'm just gonna do this. There we go. Look at that. Look at that fucking atrocious fucking shape. Oh. I couldn't think of a single worse thing than what's going on fucking right here. Of course I ran out of that shit. Oh, feral. I should have kept my glass on me. I was going to put glass in those fucking that bits there. Oh, we can do that after. Oh my god, what a shocking job. Alright. Anyway. Carry on. Could be worse. Could be that fucking ceiling over there that is just... Bleh. I have a weird, strange thing about building houses with the old slab slant. Yeah. One day I will stop doing it. Today is not that day. Actually, I'd argue that the one over here is worse. This one here is worse because it's got random glass poking out of it. Like this one is in this spot, but then this one over here is covered. Oh, it's in a different spot. Like it's not even aligned. Because there's a fucking daylight sensor down there that controls the switching of the controls the harvesting system. Now I'm pretty sure these are just completely backed up. And then somewhere in the back there, I think some... Yeah, there's some hoppers and shit in there. I think there's a... Is there a hole? Yeah, there's a hole here. Like, all of this is completely full. So this is probably generating a fucking crazy amount of lag. But, I don't really care. If it's a problem, I'll fucking turn it off. But as far as I can tell, it's not a problem. What's over here? What's that? Oh, it's nearly gonna self turn off. What's this way? A cove. Oh yeah, this is my my villager breeder. As you can tell, it's lethal. I had a problem where the villagers would just breed like crazy and they wouldn't. I'd end up with like hundreds of them just crammed in there. Not really ideal. So I decided to just fill it with lava, I guess. Why did I come here? Oh, I ran out of tiles, that's why. But also, I might also grab that while I'm here. Tiles, more tiles, and a second set of tiles. Tiles? Should we just go straight into tiles? Excellent. Oh, alright. Another person joined the server. Suppose I should greet them. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Very nice. Except it's not very nice. It's fucking probably the ugliest fucking roof I've ever built. It looks terrible. But you know what? I don't care. Okay. Light up the outside. Not that a fucking anything's gonna actually spawn in this area because Mushroom Island. I need to grab one of these. And we will put that. I've actually got plenty of those. Put a couple of them over here just so that the grass can spread a little faster. Might as well I'm here. Just dig these out. Put the bricks in there as well. I ran out of them. Of course I did. Great. Right. That is a dark abyss up there. Alrighty. I'm just gonna fucking snooze that because I don't really feel like playing for much longer, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Oh, it kind of happens when you play it all day. Radio. What have we got here? We've got a collection, so it's probably best if we locate a dumping ground. Somewhere to raid, you know? A dumping ground. Ah, fucking hell. Here we go. What else we got? Anyone in this channel that this fucking category that I know? Where'd that fucking ready go? Here. There's that. Yeah. That didn't last long. Anyway, really, there isn't. Huh. Oh wait, I can get rid of that tag. Fuck it, where was that other bird? Yeah, fuck it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.